All right, we're going
You
live.
can't turn your phone while recording.
Yeah, you're fine. You're good. You're good. You can't turn it while you're recording.
All right, we're live.
Maybe let's see. Lots of new technology today.
Yep, we're highfalutin, guys. You guys.
Monitors going, splitting the screens. We got live cast needs to go. You got to start it. Oops, wrong button.
Start there you live. Go. All right, welcome to Sunday Smoke.
Sunday Smoke. Starting now on the live cast. We'll see how this works.
Yep.
Now we're on the YouTube. We're on the Facebook. Let's see how this goes.
All right. Okay. Welcome to Sunday Smoke.
Start
as always. I'm DC, your local dirtbag trail runner.
Mike House Fitness. We're at the Casa de Casa, or the House in Montevallo. We were inside again. It's not because of storms. I don't know why.
But it is up to 45-mile-an-hour wind gusts. So the awning and everything else was not staying attached to anything. Y'all probably couldn't hear us with the wind blowing. So we decided to move it back indoors where we are
going to let me start there.
Where we are safe. So
we will have to go to the phone for the podcast part of it.
All right. So for those of you that are on there, Paloma Blanca Live, our Paloma Blanca runs on the Facebook, and then Mike on your YouTube channel, which is
House Family Fitness.
And you can also catch us on Castbox. Under.
It is House Family Fitness also.
There you go. So
let's see, we got.
Well, and see, look. So I probably will have to stop it because it's showing it's the wrong damn way, isn't it?
Let's see how we can. So just bear with us.
Yeah, bear with us. We are not as sharp as you would think. We'd have this figured out by now. So
shuffling. Start now. All right. We're going live. Our network is unstable. You're good. That's awesome.
All right.
We're live. Maybe let's see if this works. Lots of new technology today. Yeah. Lots of new technology today.
Yeah, this thing is all right. So
we can make that one go away. All right. So I guess you know both of us. I have a little studio in Pelham, and I am wearing the Fat Daddy shirt today. Yes. Hopefully it's not backwards in your vision. It's backwards in mine. Fat Daddy was a great BTC race. Anybody familiar with the BTC? People here in Birmingham Track Club is BTC. It was a free trail race at the end of in the fall that they set up. We're back.
Yep.
We're back. Get it up here.
So all right. So sorry about that.
I don't know that I can watch it.
We're runners and all that stuff. Not undoubtedly we are not savvy when it comes to using technology like iPhones and shit like that. So even though we all language. So
cell phones.
Oh yeah, cell phone. My bad. All right. So once again, we're trying it. Welcome to Sunday Smoke. Got a couple of good topics to talk about this week. So first thing we kind of discussed earlier was
I think we're gonna make this
a lot of new people out on the trails, in the parks, the preserves, which is awesome. You know, that's one of the things that we had discussed when we kind of trying to create this shit podcast, right? My bad.
Yes.
Yeah, podcast.
I don't want to
was to try and reach out to get people excited to get out and on the trails, and
if that helps anybody.
All right, so we're back on Castbox. So seeing everybody out and about And
yeah, a lot of new faces, a lot of new places. People haven't been utilizing, parks, like Veterans Park or Buck Creek Park or Shoal Creek Park. Which, yeah, it's recording. Yeah. You okay?
yeah, low network connection. It gave me something that I wasn't for sure about. So
yeah, I don't understand. I had a low network connection too.
Yeah, I don't know. It could be the wind or whatever. So
you're not on Wi-Fi on that, are you?
Mm-mm.
Well, I didn't give you my password anyway.
Right.
Yes.
So
yeah.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're not there yet. We're not there yet on friendship.
Yeah.
We're not there. I don't have the Wi-Fi.
No
password.
coronavirus in my home network.
That's right.
Yes. Yeah.
That's right.
We are. Look.
Yeah.
Arm,
okay.
Arm, yeah.
So, but
yeah, Shoal Creek Park. You named the park. A lot of new people. But there's some things that people need to kind of be aware of, need to know.
Yeah, so let's say you're new to this, you're getting out and you're going to Veterans Park, either the Veterans in Alabaster or the one over in Hoover.
Yeah, Alabaster, the dog park. Everybody here knows that one. The one in
Right.
Hoover's got the little.
So it's got
trail.
the trail. So you've got little walking paths that you can get out on, and never that far from facilities.
Yeah, they got little bathrooms there. They got little pavilions there.
The whole
people walk their dogs. That's another thing we need to talk about. Dogs.
Yep.
Yes,
there is some.
Before.
Yeah,
we do kind of plan a little bit beforehand.
We do. It's just formulating everything into good cohesive thought process while we're doing this.
At least gives us some kind of structure.
That's right. That's right.
We need as much structure.
Right. Yeah. So, but so with that, we want to try to give a little bit of tips. Maybe
there we are.
Call it guidance, if you would.
Let's see what happens if we click there.
And
yeah. Be delayed.
Yeah, it is gonna be delayed. So
2, 1, 4. Yeah.
So with that being said,
don't know if I can watch that.
Yeah, I wouldn't. It's it's terrible.
Yes,
absolutely.
It's working my.
I just leave it. Just leave it. There you go. Right there.
Go
Right there.
Oh,
now you just made it bigger.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah. See, childish humor. So, okay, so back on track here. What we wanted to talk about is everybody that's coming out. They're getting exercise. They're getting off the couch. They're getting outside and enjoying God's green earth.
Yes,
love that. Want to just kind of give some tips to help.
That's how delayed we are.
Yeah. So some tips to help individuals.
Just a tip. This is just
a tip.
Yeah.
For not only your enjoyment of the trails, right, but other people that come behind you.
Yes, we have lost that. Huh. I don't know. Hell, if it works, it works. I know we're live. I can see.
Yeah, we're so worried about all this. We're all worried about all this stuff. So
this will get better.
All right, so let's touch on this,
right.
Mike. You and I discussed about we are noticing a few things. We are actively out on the trails. The average person, definitely, right?
Correct.
And the trend that you and I are seeing is we're seeing more waste. And I will put that as we are seeing more waste. We are seeing water bottles, Starbucks bottles.
And micro trash too. And stuff like that. If people don't think about it, taking the top off of something and dropping the top or tearing their goo, energy, whatever.
Yeah, and just leaving the stuff. So but that adds up. Today, going into Oak Mountain this afternoon, there was a line. There was a line probably an eighth of a mile long to get into the park. That's a lot of people. So if you've got a couple of thousand people in that park and everyone leaves a bottle cap or a water bottle or something of nature, now you're hiking in a dump.
Correct.
And that's not why everybody's getting out to the parks. They're getting out to enjoy nature. It's not to step over somebody else's trash.
Yeah. So, I mean, you see the signs, leave no trace.
That's right. Leave no trace.
So, you go in, you don't take your garbage and leave your garbage for somebody else to pick up. And, we talked about it earlier too. We actively, when we're out there, we'll pick up stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see something. It's not ours. But we'll get it. We'll pack it out. We'll ruck
That's
it
right.
out. We'll throw it in our pack or our pocket or whatever, and throw it away.
Yeah. So
who's watching? Me?
Yep, you.
Huh.
So.
Well, yeah, I was on there.
Yeah, you're watching. So
I am watching the podcast.
That's right.
That is multitasking at its best.
It is absolutely. Yeah. So for us, we are so happy that people are out and on the trails.
Mm-hmm.
Can't stress that enough. I love seeing people out there. If you bring it into the park, if you have it on you when you hit the trails, have it on you when you leave the trails.
That's right. Or there's trailheads that are garbage cans.
There's garbage can, yeah, but
I mean, there's no garbage can on the trail.
No, there's not. So if you have an empty water bottle, collapse it, put it in your pocket, put it in your pack, carry it in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
When you get back to the trailhead, put it in a trash can.
See, that's the cool thing about all these cheap water bottles now. That they're so squishy that they break when you open them. Or you squish and shoot water out. Well, look, you crush it, put the top back on, then it's this big instead of this big.
That's right. And it fits right in your pocket or whatever. Yes. And you can take that out with you. If you see something on the trail,
pick it up.
If it's not yours, just grab it. Yeah. Just grab it and put it in your pocket and move on.
Yeah. So pack it in, pack it out.
Pack it in, pack it out. If you'll pick something up that somebody else leaves, the trail will be just as pristine when you leave as it was when you,
or even more.
When you walked on it.
We've experienced on Wednesday night lights, which everybody, I don't know if anybody knows about Wednesday night lights. We have a little social.
Yep. South Trailhead, 7 p.m. We do
to run at night.
Yeah, we do a 2-hour run. So it gives us a chance to practice and train. Yeah, for everybody. Everybody. Hikers, walkers,
that's right.
Runners, doesn't matter. Come out and be a part of that on Wednesday nights, 7 p.m. South Trailhead.
Yes. But we constantly pick up stuff at the pavilion.
Yes.
So we actually do more of the cleanup than most. We pick up stuff on the trails.
Yep.
We should say new, or people that haven't been enjoying the trails as much as we have.
Yeah, they
need to understand. Yeah, we're taking care of it.
Yeah.
It's not a burden. It's real easy, actually.
It is. It is just
it just makes it nice. I mean, if you go somewhere and you see a bunch of garbage, are you going to go back?
No, you're not. And that may deter people from coming back to the park.
Yes.
and enjoying that.
And it's not the park's responsibility to pick up after.
No, they're not.
No, I mean, there's somebody there that does that, but
it's not there's no responsibility. Yeah. So
and people do that not just there too. People do that in the parking lot at the grocery store.
Oh, absolutely.
Hopefully we can.
It's a mindset. Maybe just get people to think about it. Just people will come behind you. So just think about it. If you have some trash, just take it with you.
Yeah. It's like dogs. You bring your dog with you. We're getting to this. It's kind of the ugly truth. Nature calls.
Nature does call.
Nature does call. You're like, we'll start with if you bring your dog. Well, they make those little bags so you can clean up after your dog. I mean, there's a reason you do that because I don't want to step in your dogs.
Right. And
I'm not going to want you to step in my dogs. I mean, that's
right. Yeah. Nobody wants to bring their
pleasure of having an animal is you have to clean up after them.
I don't want to bring my young child to come to the park to hike on a trail and look, here's duty.
Yes.
So, and just throwing this out there, if your dog does do that and you put it in a bag, please take the bag with you. Don't lay the bag by a tree for somebody else to grab. Now back in the same thing.
Same thing.
This stuff that we've seen. So just thinking about it.
And there's been a couple things that people have seen here recently that, nature calls on humans too.
They do. And the center of the trail
is not the place.
No.
I mean, maybe you're proud of it. Yes. I mean,
good.
I'm not proud of it.
No.
I don't want to see your
that's right. The center of the trail is not the place. Step off 6, 8, 10 foot that you can.
Yes.
That's fine. We all get it. When you're 4 miles or so from a bathroom and something happens, get it. Just don't get it in the center of the trail.
Yes, well, I mean, we brought it up. You kind of have to be like bear in the woods, first of all.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have to be cat in the woods.
That's right.
Yeah.
Got to cover it.
That's right. You scratch you out a little place, and then you cover it up. I mean, it is what it is.
It is. Yeah, I mean, and it is. People may not be happy with what we're talking about this, but this is just stuff that we're seeing, and it just makes a better experience for everyone.
Yeah, and if you can make it back to the trailhead or back to the marina or whatever, there is a facility there.
That's right.
It's not going to happen all the time. A lot of people get a little anxious.
Yeah.
That one.
Maybe.
Yes.
So
he's lost a many. There's been some buffs go to.
Oh, I've donated some buffs. I've donated some buffs to heaven.
Yes. So that's.
But it's all been off and everything else. So, but the main point is that we're so happy to see a lot of people out on the trails and not sitting on their couches and doing something to improve their mental and physical health. Love it. But to be able to consistent, God, I can't even say the word. Maintain. How's that?
He struggles with the English language.
I do.
Yes.
If it's bigger than, the and it, shit, other words.
You have to say that really slow. He, she, it.
Yeah, he, she, it. Got it.
You have to be very careful.
Okay. So, but that's all we want. We just want it where if somebody does come out to the park, that is their first time. If they see a park that is
whatever,
it doesn't. If it's their first time and they see a park that's well maintained, they're more apt to come back. Mm-hmm. If you go to a grocery store that is clean and they have good produce, good food, you're going to come back. If you go into a grocery store that's dirty and all that, you're not going to come back.
That's right.
So there's no difference when a state park or anything like that.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm off my
trail etiquette box.
I'm off my box.
No, it's his cooler. We're not going to say soapbox. We're going to say you're standing on your cooler.
I am standing on my cooler, which is a fantastic
he is a
cooler.
little vertically challenged sometimes.
Statuesque. I would prefer that.
Statuesque.
Yes. Yeah. That makes me feel better. So, but so question for you, Mike. I'm sorry, I'm using the word new. There are people that
getting back into it, trying harder. How about that?
Yeah.
There are some new guys.
There are some new, but we have different stages of individuals. So
interesting to find out how many more people have actually increased their fitness because of this. I mean, great. It's not a great. I don't know how to phrase this. It's not a great. I'm one lost for words. I won't say motivation because I want you to do it because, you have an intrinsic motivation. This is extrinsic. It's because something happened. People might get more fitness. So that's not the perfect.
Now it's
not the perfect because they're not wanting to do it for themselves.
But it could lead. It could lead to that.
Exactly.
Once this pushed them, I want to get out of my house. Oh, I really love it out here.
And I've got time now. I'm gonna make time.
Right.
Yes, that'd be very interesting to find out how many poor people.
Yeah, I'd like to see some, content.
Maybe we can send it to the Don and he have it, on his press conference. I call the president the Don.
Well, yeah, y'all are tight though, especially with that fucking beard. So yeah,
yes. No,
but with that, people that are either learning that they love it outside and they're starting. They're ramping up. You know what I mean? They're doing
more than they have before.
That's right. They are getting back into it. They are like, I miss this.
Yes.
But that comes with added stress on the body, added stress on the mind of the physical activity. What are some things that you do to help alleviate physical fatigue or physical, sore? I'm sore.
Well,
what are some things for that? Or is there anything that you take that helps your body function better on a day-to-day basis now that you are this active?
Not step on your toes, but that's two kind of different things.
Okay.
We're going to talk about maybe supplements that we both use. But for soreness, I don't know if there's a magic pill or stuff that could help get you in a better chemical place before, after, during, or whatever. But like quality movement, foam rolling, stuff like that is another part. We could talk about that one probably next week.
Well, we've already broke it down here. So help me. So I asked, and you divided the question into two. So soreness, what would you recommend for let's tackle that one.
All right. So soreness. So you got after it, or you hadn't been active like today. You went after it, you're tired, you feel awesome. You've got this, joy of movement kind of high, which is a great book, which I'm reading. I'll let you know about that too. We can probably do a little review.
Okay.
About the chemical process in the brain. But, tomorrow you need to get out and you need to do a little light exercise in the morning. You need to start moving again. You need to do some foam rolling. I don't know how many people, they know what it is, but they don't know how to do it. Get out and go for a walk. So just to clarify, if you're extremely sore, most people they're so sore they just want to lay on the couch. But it's actually better if they get off and they either walk the dog or do a recovery type movement. Yeah, so you don't have to. I mean, people get lost in the whole workout thing. You don't have to be a rock star every time.
Right.
Just getting a good quality movement. Going, you don't feel like a rock star mentally, physically, but if you get out and go for a walk, take the dogs, do a yoga type movement, something to get your body, because we're designed to move.
Right.
Period. Yes. Yeah. So being sedentary is going to make it worse. And then that kind of snowballs until you don't ever do that again.
Because you did one thing and then you were so sore and then you just wanted to lay around, it just got worse and worse. So for those that are getting back into this or just starting to get into this, when you are sore, continue to move. Continue. It doesn't have to be this high intensity. It could be I'm gonna walk around my block. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna walk a half a mile or a quarter of a mile, but I'm gonna walk this loop just to get your body active.
Yeah.
Okay. So now,
we talked about before. Yeah. We're not RDs. We're not registered dietitians. We're not doctors. But, we're just going to talk about stuff that supplements that we use and have experience with and how they've affected us.
Mm-hmm.
Every day I take oil.
And now, what is that for? Now, as you say that, what does that do for you?
Well, it's anti-inflammatory. It's got essential fatty acids in it. It's a dietary supplement. I'm not afraid of fat. Fish. There's good fat, bad fat, whatever. It just kind of helps the chemistry of the body work better.
Okay.
I take a multivitamin. I take the OptiMin, some On Nutrition, Optimum Nutrition, I think.
But just a basic multivitamin.
Basic multivitamin. It's got. They want you to take 3 as they're serving. I take 1, so I take a third of the serving every day. I actually take mine at night. I don't know, timing to some people is important. I don't see how it's important, but I'm not a doctor or dietitian.
Yeah.
But I try to get all of my nutrients from the food. So, we don't live in a perfect world. So, am I going to get all my nutrients every day that I should? No. So, I'll take 1 just to supplement.
Right.
Exactly.
Your diet. That's right.
So, get, minerals, vitamins. It's got a few branched chain aminos in it, whatever. It's made for men because I think it's got more iron in it. That's why they classify it for male instead of female.
Yep, and just to ask, I take mine in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I do a multivitamin every morning with breakfast. And even if you are not 100% active that day, it doesn't hurt anything. Your body will get rid of what it doesn't need.
Well, correct? Yeah, correct. Well, it depends if it's fat soluble or water soluble.
So if it's water soluble, chemistry. Right, there's a lot. We don't
water
need to
soluble.
All that
if you get too many, you're just gonna pee it out. And if it's fat soluble, you can't get 2 minutes. Yeah, that's way too involved. Might need to get the RD or somebody here to talk about that.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, and that's not us. So.
And the other thing I do is I do take creatine.
And what does that do for you?
It's actually supposed to help the function of the muscle. It helps it retain a little water, actually.
Okay.
Like the gym rats like to take creatine to get that more full looking muscle or whatever, because it helps keep the hydration in the muscle tissue. But it also helps it chemically to actually contract harder. So it supposedly gives you the ability to use your muscle at a more efficient rate.
Okay.
Right. And you get creatine naturally through meats. There's some plants that have it in it. It's pretty essential. So I take like 2 grams. I might do that in the morning with my apple cider vinegar.
Okay.
That's supposed to change the alkalinity of the body. Dad got me on that several years ago. Not that I have allergy problems, not that I have intestinal problems, but taking about a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, and I do the Bragg's that has the mother in it. It's supposed to help the gut biome. Like for
yeah. And there's a lot, and I've been doing some reading and all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of time and effort of people really looking into the gut biome, and then there's actual companies out there, and I'm doing this off the cuff, but there's companies out there that you can send sample to, and they can actually tell you should
what
eat
deficient.
You should eat more of this. You should not eat this. This is doing this.
And the cool thing about this is the whole supplement nutrition thing. I know we're getting a little out there, but it's one big chemistry experiment anyway. Works great for me. Might not work for that guy.
Right? Yeah, they're completely different.
Yeah, we're both human. Well, yeah.
It's kind of the assembly line. We could be the exact. We're in theory same exact make and model.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
What I'm getting at is that you have some
4-cylinder, 8-cylinder.
Okay. All right. So 4-cylinder and 8-cylinder. Got it. What I'm getting at is that you can have somebody buy a Chevy truck and never have an iota problem out of it, right? We're not one problem, not anything go wrong. And somebody buy the truck that came off right after that one with the exact same parts, and that get turned back in on the lemon law that it never actually ran correctly.
Correct.
So that's what I was getting at, is that if you look at it on that aspect, but even though we all have the same pieces and parts,
correct,
not everything.
Yeah, your gut biome is different than my gut biome.
Right.
You're made different than me. It's but see, that's the cool part. And when you do it, as far as the one big chemistry experiment, you have to do it. You can't just kind of do it. Like if you're going to try something, if you're going to try the apple cider vinegar, you can't take it Monday and then next Sunday and then Tuesday. And that didn't work for me. No, you actually have to.
Yeah, you have to be regimented about it.
Have some resolve and do it, and then And if it doesn't have any effect for you, stop. Do something else. That's the cool part about it.
Yeah. Or if it has a negative effect, quit doing it.
Yeah. I do the creatine, it's ACV. All right, now I am taking CBD oil. Everybody's like, no THC. And it's supposed to be a anti-inflammatory. It works on the ecocannabinoid system. I'm doing some research on that. I don't want to dive in too hard because I'm not as versed as I should be able to talk about it. I've been using it for a while, and I can't tell the difference. I don't know if y'all know how much you know about me, but I've had some knee issues, and since I'm taking it, the knee stuff, it's a little achiness of the knees. It's kind of it's down. I mean,
it's just
I am older guy.
Paul. So, but just for you personally, taking that, it has been.
Yeah, now
it has been working.
There's a lot of people, say that it helps with the sleep quality or anti-anxiety. I've talked to somebody that we all know very well that no longer takes medicine for his acid reflux just because he started using the CBD oil or CBD. You can get it in tinctures, you can get it in pill. I've never tried the pill form. I'm trying it. I mean, it's natural. It comes from the earth. It doesn't have the psychoactive
Right. It's not
doing
meant
it
for
to get
any of that. It's
high.
not meant
Yeah,
to get
yeah.
you high. It's
Yeah.
meant for an actual benefit. Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Sponsorship opportunity.
Yep. Sponsorship opportunities of the shit show.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, if it works, great. And there is a placebo effect on any of this stuff. I mean, you know what a placebo effect is. You can take a pill thinking it does something. It proves that the 6 inches between the ears is very powerful.
Very powerful. Yeah,
Yes.
you can take a salt tablet thinking that it is this cure-all pill, and if your mind is dead set that that's what that is.
And in my opinion, if you're taking, the fish oil and it all of a sudden makes you a rock star, even if it's not chemically doing anything, but it makes you feel better, work better, go for it.
Keep taking it. That's right.
Yes, but you have to be, choose wisely, just because it's advertised or seen on YouTube or seen on it doesn't have to be true. And I try to stay with stuff that's natural, that comes, you can get in food, or I'm not going to get I don't know how to say it. I'm not going to take this supplement so I can be all Buff Bagwell. That's not what I'm doing it for. I'm doing it for health. I'm doing it to make chemistry work better.
Right. Then that's why we've always talked about this. That's why you couldn't find a more further apart than this guy that can lift the gym if he wanted to. He is that strong. And then my little narrow ass. So, but that's why we started this, because I wanted to show that you don't have to be, and I don't know the best way to put it. You don't have to be somebody that is naturally gifted that can lift 5,000 pounds, whatever the weight is. You can lift 20-pound weights, but if that is what is giving you shit, I lost my train of thought.
That's easy to do.
I'm fucking derailed.
He might need it. Well,
yeah, this is not this is explicit because of Mike.
Yes.
I mean,
language.
Yeah,
potty mouth.
Yeah, your mouth.
Yeah. I said poop. Oh, I didn't say poop. Well, I just did.
But, you just did now, right in front of all these people.
Yes.
In front of all these people that are watching.
Right. So now you do a multivitamin, you said in the morning, but you've tried something here recently that I'm not familiar with, or kind of familiar with the science of it. It's the bicarbonate stuff. People used to ingest it, taking sodium bicarbonate and all that for endurance. A lot of people, those triathlon people used it, but this is what, AMP?
It's called. The lotion is called AMP. Got this from a guy that y'all may have heard of. If you're not, go to last week and you'll see his name. But he found it and was nice enough to share it with myself and a couple of other guys. And this lotion, it's supposed to help your body process and remove the lactic acid that builds up on intense workouts and long runs. I used it at Fort Mountain in Georgia, helping and crewing with Mercedes, Matt Johnson, who did the Double Top 100 last weekend, which we'll have him on. You guys will finally get to see him in person. But I used it there and was absolutely amazed. I am very prone to aches and pains in my legs at a certain distance. And I have been using this, and it, for me,
correct. Yes.
It tingles. I can feel a huge difference in my legs, but I have not had the typical aches and pains in my legs on my long run since I started using this. So if you guys are curious at all, go to there's a web browser that Mike showed me today. It's called Google. I'm not sure. I think it's new, So if you guys
Yeah.
have not heard of it, it's Google and put in Amp Lotion. They got the website and everything there. Not an ad or anything like that, but it's something that was given to me. I used, and it made a vast difference in the way I felt on my runs.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah.
So
and give it a shot.
Yeah. See, why not? What do you have to do? So, I guess pulling it full circle, we've got a lot of individuals that are starting or reacquainting themselves with the outdoors, right?
Correct.
With that comes some growing pains. And with those growing pains, we want to just ask that if you do come out and enjoy your local park, preserve, anything like that, if you bring it in, take it out with you.
Yes. If everybody did that, it'd be great.
It'd be absolutely great. And
I mean, person smart, people are stupid. It's my favorite statement of all time. The collective.
Oh,
people,
yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
So, there's going to be some guy, some girl that's not going to do it.
Yeah.
So don't be that guy.
Can't. Yeah. Don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy.
Yep.
And just one more thing. We talk about new people, this, and then we talk about supplements. Don't think because you just started out that you need to start doing supplements. If we're focusing on new people, don't change too many things at one time. You okay?
Yeah.
Yep. I think nature's calling. Yes. Yeah. But we do have facilities here. So, yes. So don't try to, the whole thing is don't try to change too many things at one time. So if you're going to go out and you're going to start running, walking, working out, whatever, you don't have to change your diet. You don't have to start taking all these supplements because you are going to get a benefit out of starting something new. So I always tell new clients, you start with me, you don't necessarily have to change your diet now. I don't want you to get too many things going on more because it causes too much stress. So you will get a benefit. Now you'll get to a point where the benefit's going to plateau. Then you just need to start looking at your nutrition and all that. He's back. He's okay. So
live through it.
Don't start a supplement regimen just because you've started a new routine. Oh, you've missed all that.
No. I'm kind of picking up what you put it. Yeah, you don't have to start everything at once.
There's no such thing as a magic pill. Yeah.
Yep.
You will see a benefit from whatever you change to start with. So let's get active first. And then after we get that dialed in or started to get dialed in, then we can start looking at our nutrition plan. And then we can start saying, if I started taking a little more care or looking at my supplements, which is a supplement, it's not to replace anything, it's to add to.
That's right. So just coming back from a nature break.
Yeah.
The best thing to do is somebody coming in, just starting, reacquainting themselves, or ramping up. Mm-hmm. The first thing to look at would be their diet. What are they eating on a regular basis, right? Are they eating fast food all the time or something? So the first thing would be to look at your diet and address that, and then start looking at supplements
if needed or wanted.
If needed or wanted.
Yes. I have so many ideas now from just talking. This will be, I guess, just the tip for today for me.
All right.
So we got into the nutrition thing. Do a food journal. Do a food diary. I don't care who you are, what you do, what you think you eat. Get you a little notebook. Just a little notebook, simple. You can do an app, whatever, and write down consistently everything you consume for 2 weeks to start with. Do it for 2 weeks. That's the hardest part. The first 2 weeks is the hardest because it's inconvenient. It's not hard. It's inconvenient.
Yep.
Just write everything down. So this is where people fail. When they write something, breakfast, I did my whatever breakfast I always have. I went to Jack's and had the breakfast special, or I had my frozen heated up, whatever. All right. Well, then you go through the kitchen, especially since everybody's quarantined or corona-tined, you grab a handful of almonds. Well, that's sneaky right there. Well, you need to write down almonds. Write that down. Make a habit of it, because that stuff is hidden. If you don't write it down, you're not really keeping a food journal. If you do that consistently for 2 weeks, you can look back and you can say, well, I felt like crap Wednesday. And you start looking, look what I ate. Hey, wow, I wonder if that makes a difference.
Yeah, I ate fast food.
And then, or just like that. Yeah, junk. Yeah. Or, and if you do it, you will see a difference, and it makes you more accountable to you.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's just the tip for me. Do a food journal and be honest with it. Like, do it. And you can't do breakfast and then come back and try to fill it in for last Wednesday. Well, hell, I don't know what I ate last Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You just have to do it.
Yeah. I couldn't tell you what all I've eaten today. So, well, good. So, So what do you think, Paw?
Yeah, look, I can see there. I can see over there. This didn't work out as planned. We'll be better next week.
Yeah.
We'll have to have.
I think you have to click on there. So, all right. So we've got some more.
We can watch. We can see, because we're just delayed right here.
Yeah, we got some more to figure out, but
we need an IT guy.
Yeah, we need an IT guy. So.
Not that we're big and famous yet. We're famous here at the house.
Oh, right here? We're the two baddest dudes on the planet right here in the basement.
We got 2 fans outside trying to get in.
Yeah, we do, Max and Millie. So, all right. So,
Sunday smoke. This reminder, Sunday smoke is because the smoker is going for meal prep. We didn't take all the devices out there and show you. I've been waiting to say this all day. I didn't show you my meat.
No, yeah. Didn't show the meat, but couldn't show the meat because of the high winds in the area.
That's right. Yes.
So,
all right. So send us any comments, any questions. I am doing Facebook Live still this week for at-home workouts. Probably going to tone it down a little bit, probably 2 or 3 times a week. I'm doing Zoom. I can do Google Meet, I think it's called. Same idea. And, supposedly the gyms will legally be open
May 1st.
May 1st.
May 1st. That's Friday.
Yeah, but I'm still meeting people at their homes too.
So, okay.
Yeah.
If you
a tip for you? No, you're just good.
If you see me out on the trails in the local area, give me one of these. I'm good. It means that
and throw micro trash right in front of you, right?
Right in front of me. I love it. Nothing better. So, okay. Love you. Miss you already.
See you next week.
Yep. Bye. See, I like those because
we're still alive here.
Well, once you and I get to talking, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's better.
I think that's when it gets good, is when you and I just get to fucking talking.
Yep. Had 5 listeners on the live cast.
Oh, yeah? It doesn't matter. It's got to start somewhere. You can go to, what is it? What is it?
Castbox.
And it's under what?
I'm about to share it.
Under House Family Fitness, right?
Yep.
I feel like a fucking employee of yours.
Sweet. Yep, bye.
Holy shit, is that all they got?
Next week. Yep, bye. Next week. Yep, bye.
That's it.